What's going on there, everybody? This is your boy JC from JC Eagles Talk. First off, and before I get started, I want to wish everybody a happy Father's Day because this is the least celebrated holiday there is fathers, and we don't know how much a father is worth until you are without one. So happy Father's Day to everybody, and even the Cowboys fans, the Giants fans, Redskins fans, because this is bigger than football. This is just strictly a holiday that we all need to celebrate. Second, look, I want to wish my Brooklyn Nets a good season. Everybody on Twitter is bashing them, how they, formed the super team and still lost. Okay. First off, we was playing with one hand tied behind our backs. James Harden played with a grade 2 hamstring after Kyrie Irving was declared out for the rest of the Bucks game, like the final round. So it is what it is. KD came up big. He played 53 minutes yesterday, and in my opinion, he proved last night how he could carry a team to a championship. So it is what it is. Without further ado, let's get into it. Yes, sir. This is how I like to come into live. Singing our favorite song, our Fly Eagles Fly, because once that song kicks off, we know the game is on. So today, it was supposed to be Eagles fan myself, Cowboys fan, and a Washington football no-name fan. And of course, just like our division, you could only count on one team to show up. But surprisingly, we only had one that took the bait. Only one. So I got my homeboy, all right, one of my best friends for about 8 years now, and he is a Dallas Cowboy fan. I mean, I don't know why. I've been trying the past 8 years to kind of bring him to the winning championship side. It's just not happening, but it is what it is. But he's here today, and I'm glad that he took the bait and came on, and we're just going to hear what he has to say. I do have some questions, so if you have some comments, I will just pop them up on the screen. Oh, thank you, bro. Hey, I'll just pop them up on the screen. Hey. And after I ask him my questions, and I will answer it too. So it's not going to be a let's gain up on the Cowboy fan, because we already know they can't take the heat. So anyway, hey, without further ado, Thomas, introduce yourself. He's not a YouTube content creator. He's just a fan. So there's no need to like and subscribe to him. But if you're watching and you are not subscribed to my channel, go subscribe to my channel, because you would not want to miss this upcoming season. Is going to be epic. Fans reaction, game reaction, like literally live reaction on the spot. So hook your boy up, like, comment, subscribe to push his content out. This is how YouTube algorithm works. And let's get it. Let's get me on the road to 200. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed to my channel. I'm at 113. I may lose a couple after this stream. It is what it is, but I can't help it. All right. So anyway, help your boy out and let's get into it. Thomas, introduce yourself.
What's up, bro? It's JT, Dallas Cowboys for life. You know who I am. Hey, first off, let me start by saying Happy Father's Day, bro. I know you said it, and then to all the fathers out there that's watching, you know, regardless if you're a Buzzards fan or not, you know, it's out of love. So I support you in everything that you do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Hey, look, I'm not gonna waste time or anything. All right. We about to get into it. All right. The first question is, do you remember your team first Super Bowl win? You matter of fact, let me go first. All right. I'll let you think about it since I got so many. All right. So, I remember my team first Super Bowl win. Absolutely, I do. I was there in my living room watching as we beat the cheating, the deflated team that called the Patriots. We beat them. We took our revenge out 4 years ago on them Patriots. So I was there. I got the shirt. I got the hat, the towel, like everything. So matter of fact, I was supposed to go to the parade, but I just couldn't. That's how close I was to it. So, do you remember your team first, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth, the first Super Bowl win? And the reason why I ask this question is because I'm sick and tired of Dallas Cowboy fans. They always try to throw this, hey, we got 5 Super Bowls in everybody's face. But half the time, none of the fans can't even remember not one. But still, they got 5. And they can't tell me not one. So, all right, if you can't answer one, like the first, just tell me, did you see any of them? Any of the 5? Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Well, you trying to get me to put my age out there. We know I'm older than you, but the first Super Bowl win, yeah, you taking it way back. But I was little. I don't remember the actual first Super Bowl that they won, though, because I was real small at the time. But the Super Bowls I do remember, yes, it was back in the 90s. It was like 92, was it 94, 95, 93, 95, something like that, when we beat the Bills back to back. But the Super Bowls before that, I can't remember that far back. I know I was real small, so.
Wait, and look, at least you're honest. All right, at least you're honest. Like, I literally thought that Jerry Jones had all 5 Super Bowl rings. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. No.
Like, he only won 3. But for some odd reason, so that means it's been 26 years since your last Super Bowl win. That means it was probably about 40 years ago. Half these Dallas Cowboy fans wasn't even born. That's talking so much smack. And that's why I wanted to get, a veteran, a Dallas Cowboy veteran on this stream to let me know why. Why are so many Cowboy fans talking so much smack? And wait, by the way, every year is their year. Why do y'all think that every year is y'all year? Let's go. Come on, man. Let's get it.
The reason they say is the Cowboys year everywhere is just like any other team.
It's not like every other team. Nobody say every year is all year. Do not. I'm not gonna let you say like every. I want you to focus on your team.
It's America's team. It's America's team. So everybody stands behind America. So they say the Cowboys, this is our year. I say that regardless if we having a good season or not, I stand behind my team. Like when we went 1-16, that was a hard pill to swallow that year, But yeah, of course, that's just Dallas fan base. Every year is our year. Now, a lot of the fans just be saying that shit to be saying it, but of course, we know it's not true.
All right, so y'all know that y'all are the most delusional fan base out of the NFC East. Matter of fact, out of the whole NFL, y'all are the most delusional fans there is. Y'all haven't won crap All right, so I don't want to get banned from YouTube, so I can't use the cuss words. But y'all have been one crap, and 26 years and counting. But for some odd reason, y'all walk around when y'all winning, but when y'all losing, y'all scram like cockroaches. Hey, when they turn the light on. But hey, when y'all winning, and y'all like talking smack. So why is that? Like, I'm confused. If you're a real fan, like the Philadelphia Eagle fans are, we went 4-12 last year. Yo, we still was talking. We still was, hey, we man up. It is what it is. The Philadelphia Eagle fans always show up. So why do y'all run away? Like, y'all never around when y'all start losing.
I can't speak for everybody else, bro, but I'm here regardless. I talk crap, whether we win or lose. I just that's one thing I love to do with you, especially about your fly buzzers fly, and then the Washington Redskins. See, I'm originally from the DC area, and half of my family is Redskins fans. The other half is Cowboys fans. It's a Maryland thing, I guess. Cowboys and Indians, but yeah. So I enjoy the trash talk regardless, you know. And I'll be straight up honest with you. I tell you, our team last year, not so much our offense, but our defense was straight garbage. And I'll be the first. I'm a diehard fan, and I tell you, we were worse than garbage last year. You know, worse than team history.
Okay, wait. All right, so wait, I have a question. So if y'all were worse than garbage last year, and y'all hired a defensive coordinator that was the head coach of the Falcons, but his defense was worse than y'all's. So what makes y'all think y'all gonna be better this year? I'm confused.
Well, I tell you like this. I tell you like this, bro. And to be honest, this is me being honest and me being a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Like I told you before, it can only get better. And I think, and I tell you what our biggest problem in Dallas, period, as an organization, is Jerry Jones. Our owner is the problem with the Dallas Cowboys. If he would just be the owner, no VP, none of this other shit, and just, I don't know if we can cuss in here, but if he just was the owner and let the coaches do what they got to do, we would be better. Now, not making excuses for my team and stuff.
I agree with you. I agree.
Our secondary was straight garbage. And then last year, the statistics speak for itself. We couldn't stop the rush or nothing. Now, they did go out this year and focus in the draft on defense. But at the same time, like I told you before, I'm still kind of worried about our secondary. I had to see. Now, the thing is, yeah, Dan Quinn sucked as a head coach. But I think Jerry Jones, this is my opinion. I think Jerry Jones has the mentality of back when Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator, whatever, for the Seattle Seahawks, the Legend of Boom. Okay. That was a one-time thing. That is never going to happen again. Okay. So the only thing I can say is it has to be somewhat of an improvement. He's going to have to prove himself to me. It's going to happen. It can't get no worse than it did last year. But they, like I said, they did focus on the defensive side, so we had to see. Can't get no worse than last year because last year was just straight garbage on defense. Couldn't stop the run. Couldn't get the other team off the field on third down. Kept getting burnt in the secondary. That's why our offense and Dak never had to put up so many points to try to maintain to keep us in the game. But as far as the defense, there was none. Also, I'm not using this as an excuse. But let's talk about the facts. Dallas Cowboys is used to running a 4-3 defense, where they switched over a couple years ago to that 3-4, and that shit didn't work. You know, they need to go back to whatever scheme fits the personnel that they have. I know there's talk about that. You know, they're gonna attempt to go back to the 4-3 and add some of the 3-4 cover 3 schemes in there. We just gonna have to wait and see how it works, but. It can't get no worse. Dan Quinn, to me, was a better defensive coordinator than he was a head coach. But, yeah, I agree. Atlanta's defense sucked last year, too. But only time will tell. I mean, it can't get no worse than it did last year as far as defense.
All right. Look, we'll take that answer for a grain of salt. We'll move on. All right. So my next question is, besides what team would you pick besides your own to win the division, and why?
Well, everybody talks trash about the NFC East, or as they say, the NFC least.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about our division. Even though I think the other three teams are garbage, there's just trash talk. But if I had to pick another team in the division, it would probably be the Eagles. Me being a Cowboys fan, because one, I can't stand the Redskins. I'm from there. That's my most hated team, besides the damn Patriots. And the New York little Giants, as I call them. I'm not worried about them. But this upcoming year, like I said, it's going to be a race between the Eagles and the Cowboys. The one thing that the Redskins got going for them, their defense. Their defense is hella scary. Yeah. They went and got Fitzpatrick as their starting quarterback. To me, I don't think Fitzpatrick is a starting quarterback. He's a good backup. But on any given Sunday, you don't know which one you're going to get. But yeah, their defense, I think their defense, if they have it, and they trying to make some moves, but their defense is the only thing I'm really worried about from them, because their defense is horrendous. The Giants, I'm not too much worried about them. As long as they got Daniels as quarterback, I'm not worried about them winning nothing.
Yeah, I am about to go the opposite way. I feel like if I had to pick a team to win the division, besides our Eagles, which I literally think we're going to win the division, but I will pick the Washington football team only because your defense is legit. Like, there are top 5, top 7 easy. I mean, you're the front 4, they going to come after you. And they picked up a legit a defensive back. I mean, look, they kind of tweaked some stuff this offseason to make them legit. The Cowboys, my only thing is Dak injury. Like, yes, he said, I'm 100%. How you 100% when you can't get hit in practice? You got your red jersey on. Like, you don't know how much you are, like, as far as your injury improvement, because you can't get hit. You can't get rushed. You can't get, a run out of pocket. No, nothing. The Philadelphia Eagles fans know for a fact, coming back from injury, like Carson Wentz, he had a torn ACL. That year, he was on an MVP. Like, he should have won the MVP regardless, even after he missed 3 games. But he should have won the MVP. But he tried to come back so early that his ACL turned into a back issue. And now his back was having problems because he was trying to overdo it with his knee. So, look, I mean, I have a question that's coming up, but I feel like with Dak injury is the unknown factor. And then with the little Giants, Daniel Jones. That's all I got to say. Like, they have Saquon Barkley, Evan Ingrams. Like, they pick up Kenny Golladay. Look, they have weapons around, but they did not address the offensive line. If you don't address your offensive line, which also is a Cowboys problem too, because they're getting older, and 3 of them are coming back from injury.
Yeah, and I was going to say that, but I think what Dallas did this year is, like I said, because the defense was total garbage last year. Let's just be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. Whether I'm a diehard Cowboy fan or not, I'm honest. I'm honest with myself. It was straight trash. But like I said, hopefully they can only get better. But so they went out and they addressed the defense. We're gonna see how that is. But at the same time, the Cowboys were known for having the best offensive line for years. And let's be honest, you got Lyle Collins and Tyrone Smith that's injury prone, and then they had a chance to go get was it the nose tackle? I can't remember the dude's name, but I know they picked up, I think it was 1 offensive person or 2. I can't remember the guy's name that they drafted. Ball. They did Ball, but our line is like you said. I agree. We getting older, and I look at that on both sides, the offense and the defense, and that's one thing. I'll be honest. I give it to your team. Y'all might not be Not saying that y'all not gonna win no games, but I don't see y'all winning no championship right now. But I do agree, y'all got a lot of young guys on y'all team now, and y'all building for the future. You know, and that's something that you know Dallas needs to look at too. You know, offensive side of the ball, I'm not too worried about it. We got weapons. You know, we got CeeDee Lamb. You got damn, I can't think of his name. You got Gallup, and then you got what's his name? It came over from the Raiders. Cooper, yeah. And then you got Zeke. But I will tell you, and this is me being honest, bro.
Hey, your tight end coming back from injury.
Yeah.
Y'all
the one thing, yeah, we got Blake Jarman coming back. Yeah. So, you know, I'm not too much concerned about the offense. The only thing concerned about the offense, is Dak's injury and how it's going to hold up. Because if that offensive line can't protect him, because it's been a proven fact, man. Like you said with Carson Wentz, you know, he was going on MVP year or whatever. But those injuries, man, it tends to play in your mind whether they agree to say it does or not. They try to sit there and say, "Oh no, I'm 100%, because they love the game or whatever."
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's be real. The last person that I saw actually give their body up for the Cowboys like that was Emmitt Smith. You know, that's why he's one of my favorite players. Back in the day, you know, when he broke his collarbone there in that game, I want to say it was against the Giants, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, he went through it and he just kept pounding. But yeah, I'm kind of worried about the injury. As long as they can protect him or whatever, I think we'd be good because we got weapons on offense. I'm more concerned about the defense, especially the secondary.
Okay.
But and then the thing, and this me being honest, bro, the thing that pisses me off about the Cowboys, and it's the Cowboys won because it's my team, but any other team in the NFL as well, is you got guys like DeMarcus Lawrence and then and then our running back. They get these big contracts, man, and once they get paid, it's like they fall off, bro. Yeah, they fall off.
Might as well play Pollard, man.
Yeah, I'm like you get the contract that you want, and then when you get it, it's like you not producing. Yeah. So why did we give you all this money if you're not producing? You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things that pisses me off as a fan, and you know, regardless if it's my team or not, I'm like, okay, you got these guys getting paid this big contract. Yeah, you were putting up the stats. But once you get that contract, it's like you done fell off by the wayside. You ain't producing, so why am I giving you all this money? You know, I could bring somebody in younger.
Hey, once they get paid, they lay down. And there's no need to fight no more. A good point, Jock. Hey, I mean, I agree. Look, I agree. So, look, our next question for you is this. What is the hardest challenge facing your team this season?
What is the hardest challenge?
Yeah. Look, I could go first to give you some time to think about it.
Me personally, the hardest challenge on the offensive side, we already spoke about it, is Dak getting out of his head mentally about the injury that he sustained last year. The hardest challenge on the defensive side, being able to fucking stop the run and not getting burned in the secondary. That's the hardest challenge.
Hey, but y'all draft. Wait. But y'all have Dan Quinn. Y'all drafted long,
bro.
Cornerbacks. Like I said, y'all didn't draft skilled players. Y'all drafted because they were long.
Dan Quinn was a good defensive coordinator when he was in Seattle with the Legend of Boom. Like I said, that era is dead and gone. And I'm being honest, bro. So to me, that is our biggest challenge on the defensive side of the ball, stopping the run on the third down, getting the team off the field, not getting burnt in the secondary, giving up all these damn points. If we can improve, I say 50%. I won't even say 100%. If we can improve at 50% on the defensive side, I think we'd be good.
Hey, this is funny to me. 50%, you're not going to win the division with 50% improvement because the Eagles, the Washington football team, are way better defense than y'all were. So even if y'all improve 50%, it really would not matter. I mean, look, that's why I'm laughing so hard because I need you to say about 80%.
Well, that's just me talking. Well, no, being serious. Being serious though, we need to improve overall. Like I said, we need to stop the run. If our defense play like they did last year, and we can't get the other teams off the field on third down, and we get burnt in the secondary, it's garbage. They just wasted a draft trying to build defense up. Like I said, Dan Quinn, to me, he was a good defensive coordinator, like I said, in Seattle with the Legend of Boom or whatever. But to me, that era, that's gone. That's dead and gone. He's going to have to prove himself to me and show me what he can do on the defense side of the ball to be like, okay, he know what he's doing. Like I said, he sucked as a damn head coach. He was a pretty decent defensive coordinator. So only time will tell.
All right, so look, and because I'm a fan of the whole sport, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, each team was their hardest challenge will be. The Giants, Daniel Jones, he lead the league in turnover since he came in the league. So to me, Daniel Jones is their own in their offensive line. So, it's on the offensive side. It's definitely not on the defensive side. It's on the offensive side. So, Daniel Jones is the weak link. For the Washington football team, Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic, Fitztragic. You don't know who you going to get any given Sunday.
Yep.
And that's my biggest things. I say, I'm not worried about the Washington football team. It's because of I don't have confidence. Fitzpatrick, if they had got a better quarterback, I would be terrified of the Washington football team. No lie, because they have everything, offense, defense, but they're missing the one key ingredient, your quarterback. And I don't believe in Fitzmagic. Look, I never trust anybody that got 3 first names. Fitzmagic, Fitztragic. We don't know. We don't know who we going to see. So it is what it is. But for the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Mm-hmm.
For Dallas Cowboys, I feel like that the fans don't realize how bad this injury was to Dak Prescott. Some expert says career ending.
Exactly.
That's how, we saw I was watching the game.
Oh, yeah.
His ankle, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then they kept on replaying it. I was like, ugh. I'm like, oh my God. And then your offensive line. So you and the Giants are in the same position, but your quarterback is proven. But coming off an injury, that's the biggest challenge. Is he going to be the same quarterback before the injury? Is he going to be able to run out the pocket? His first instinct, if you're about to get sacked, to run or just to duck and take the sack. So your offensive line,
it's gonna whether Dak or anybody else chooses to think that injury is not gonna play with him mentally. It is. They be lying to themselves. They said it wasn't, because the first time, like you said, the first time that he tried to scramble out of pocket, he had sense to either slide, get down, or run out of bounds, and sit there and not try to take the hits, because it's going to play with him mentally. Whether anybody, and that's with anybody, whether they say, "Oh no, I'm 100%," and I'm behind that, bro. Let's be real. That was a career-ending injury. That's kind of like the damn hit that LT put on Joe Theismann back in the day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, Jock Talk says, will Dak carry ghosts because of injury? And I believe he will. He gonna play happy feet back there. As soon as somebody get close to him, he's gonna try to hurry up and throw it away. And that's what your biggest challenge is. As far as the Eagles, our biggest challenge is, could our offensive line, Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson, they're both coming off an injury, and Jalen Hurts. Don't nobody really think that Jalen Hurts could be a starting quarterback. So I'm
gonna tell you like this, bro. I hate every other team in the NFC, but like I said, the Washington Redskins is my most hated team besides the Patriots. But watching them last year, like I told you before, that boy looked sharp. He hungry, and it was kind of messed up what they did to him that last game, pulling him out to put that no-name dude in or whatever. But watching them, that boy gonna be dangerous. The only thing that sucks for y'all is and that goes for any team, if he gets hurt with who y'all picked up as y'all backup and stuff.
Well, you know what? Hey, don't even go there, because that is a question coming up. Yo, I
Okay.
have these questions, man. Y'all have a list ready to go. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, and I agree with you. Like, man, I agree. If he goes down, we'll see what happens. But just to answer the question, like the hard, is the offensive line. Can they stay healthy? Like, please, like last year was so bad. I've never seen this before. Injuries on the offensive line, injuries after injuries after injuries. So
And
it is what it is.
I think not having the preseason games to actually see and have time to adjust or whatever, and then people opting out of there, to play for the season, and everything. All of that played a big role in last season, man. To be honest. So.
Yeah, I mean, look, I agree. And my next thing, how long have you been a fan of your team?
How long have I been a fan?
A lot of these young Cowboy fans, and they just look at the colors, the helmet, the star, and say, you know what, I like them. Or they kind of Google, hey, how many rings they have, and you know what, that's my team. Okay.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, and I'm not putting my age out there, but I was born in '74, and as far as back as I can remember, I've been a fan of the Cowboys since 1977, since I was little.
All right. Hey, look. Hey, I've been a fan of the Eagles.
I've been a Cowboy fan my entire life ever since I started watching football.
Yeah, and I have to agree. Hey, same here. I mean, and because I go to church every Sunday. Hey, when I was growing up, I didn't watch a lot of games, but when I really started to be a rebel, kind of, it trying to sneak out a little bit and watch the games. I became an Eagle fan because of Donovan McNabb. Yes, I'm from South Jersey, and he went to Syracuse, and he was the first black quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles that I seen play. Yes, Randall Cunningham. Yes, I had to go back and actually look at his highlights, and he was unbelievable. Like, he actually kind of set the trend for all the other black quarterbacks out there, like the mobile quarterbacks out there, was Randall Cunningham, in my opinion. So, All right. So, if your quarterback would go down for the season, are you comfortable with your backup? As a matter of fact, who's your backup? Who's your backup?
Let's see. What is that?
Is that the chef? Like Italian chef DiNucci?
We got DiNucci, and then what's the other dude's name?
I don't know.
To be honest, and we talked about this before. When we talked before, you asked me, and we, like I said, we addressed the defense or whatever. But we need a veteran backup quarterback, because the two that we have, they no names. If Dak went down again, we'd be screwed on offense, bro.
All right, look. You know what? I'm going to go the other way, all right? And right now, yes, we got rid of our undrafted rookie quarterback and Newman. But I think if anything would happen to Jalen Hurts, he remind me of Nick Foles. Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts, they both were mobile. But when Carson Wentz went down, Nick Foles is the Statue of Liberty. He ain't moving nowhere. He's standing still. And Joe Flacco remind me of the same type of quarterback. So I feel that our coach, that the coaching staff that we assembled this year, they would tailor the game plan around them. And absolutely. So I feel comfortable. You know what I mean? So this was one question that I wanted to ask.
Yeah, and like I said, Joe Flacco had his moments in Baltimore stuff. He's not a mobile quarterback. Everybody knows that.
And the Jets last year.
But you have because his record sucked. But I mean, he's a veteran, so your coaches will build the team or the game plan around him to bring out his strengths, hopefully. And then y'all went picked up Nick Mullins, who's more of a mobile quarterback.
He just
that came up under the Jimmy Garoppolo and Tom Brady. Yeah, but that Dallas, and I told you this before. We need to take a look at the backup quarterback. I know they brought Dalton in last year. He played so many years for Cincinnati, whatever.
And that was a great pickup last year. That was a great pickup.
Yeah. We don't have that veteran preference behind Dak, because and again, it goes back to Jerry Jones. Not thinking, okay, if my quarterback go down like last year, like, oh shit, what am I gonna do now?
Y'all
we don't have that right now.
Y'all cooked. Like Sunday
and I told
dinner.
you, bro, I'm a diehard fan, but I'll be brutally honest with you. If I can't talk trash about my own team and be honest about it, then I'm sitting here lying to myself.
I know, because when y'all start losing, you disappear. But that's okay. Let's move on.
Let's busy last year, bro.
No, you disappeared last year. But it's all. You know why? Because
I started focusing on fantasy football last year.
The year that the Cowboys beat the Eagles down, you was texting me at midnight, like the score, like taking pictures and everything. But
I know you work long shifts now, so
okay.
I'm trying to let you get your rest.
Next question. Who is your most hated rivalry in the division?
My most hated rivalry in the division would be the Redskins.
Why?
Because I don't know, I guess like ever since I was a fan of football and the Cowboys from being little and being from that area, the Cowboys, Indians, the whole back and forth, like I said, half of my family is Redskins fans. The other half is Cowboy fans. And then once you get closer to Baltimore, everybody's a Ravens fan. But that is my most hated rivalry in the division. I despise the Redskins. Now, don't get me wrong. I like some of the players of the Redskins. I like from back in the day, the Art Monks, the Gary Clark, the John Riggin stuff. I like some of the players, but as a team, I just despise them, man. I can't stand them.
Yeah. The Cowboys.
But our most hated rivalry is, believe it or not, is the Green Bay Packers, and then back in the day, of course, it was the 49ers. And the division right now, the most hated rivalry, though, my personal one is the Redskins. But within the division, the most hated rivalry, to be honest, nowadays is between the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Well, look, I'm not going to say no other team. It's only one team I hate to lose.
The Cowboys. And that's why I love my team so much, man, because whether we win or lose, we the most talked about team in the NFL. You
had your chance to answer. It's my turn. It's my turn. Like Skip Bates saying, it's my turn.
You hate the Cowboys.
It's my turn. Anyways, look, the Cowboys I hate the Cowboys. Why?
Along with the rest of the world.
It's not okay, look. Have you ever heard that if everybody else is telling you the same thing, you might want to look within yourself? Like, if everybody's saying they hate the Cowboys, y'all this, y'all that, you might want to look within yourself. I'm going to tell you why I hate the Cowboys. First of all, I hate their fans. Their fans are the most delusional, outrageous, like cockroach running away when time get tough fans I ever met or seen. Like, how could you be all aboard? Choo-choo. Let's get on the train. Oh my God, we 3-0, we 4-0. All of a sudden, we 4-1. One fan gone. We 4-2. 10 fans gone. We 4-3. Uh-oh, there we go. 6 fans gone. We 4-4. 20,000 fans done jumped off the ship. The Dallas Cowboys fans, to me, in my opinion, are the most bandwagon jumping fans I've ever seen. And they always say we got 5 Super Bowls, 5 Super Bowls, 5 Super Bowls. Look, I was born in 1981. I don't even remember the Cowboys winning a Super Bowl in 1995. I had to Google it. I'm sorry. So if I don't remember it, and I'm a sports junkie, how the hell, like, these fans are saying we won 5 Super Bowls. No, you haven't won crap. You haven't won shit. Not one. You have not won anything.
But I'm gonna tell you,
Cowboy. Wait, I'm not done.
Okay, go ahead.
Done.
Say what you gotta say.
Cowboy fans, maybe in their 80s, 90 years old, 60 years old, on their deathbed, probably remember, but not your young buck. Your young buck don't even remember anything. On the other hand, I can remember my first Super Bowl because look, it's right there. We recently won, and we don't need no VHS to actually watch our team winning the Super Bowl. So that's why I hate the Cowboys. And every year is their year. Every year, it doesn't matter. It's their year. They are the most like 8-8 team that you every year you could pencil them in for 8-8. But you know what? Not this year, thank God, because we got 17 games and they cannot go 8-8. If y'all go 8-8, look, y'all gonna set some records because I don't know how you could go 8-8 with 17 games, but y'all would go 8-8-1. Yes, Dallas Cowboys. Go ahead.
You said 8-8-1.
Yes, 17 games. Y'all,
we've had this discussion before, and you seem to think that the Eagles are going to win the NFC East. And we both predicted earlier that our records were going to be the same. What we say, 11-6 or something like that, 11-6 or 10-7.
Yeah.
So, I mean, okay. Now, and I agree, and I think that's one of the things that I love about the Cowboys. And like I said, I could talk trash about my team, whether we win or lose. And I'm just a realist.
When you start losing, you gone.
But
when you start losing, you gone.
I love the fact that we're the most hated team and the most talked about, regardless of what's going on. All you hear is Dallas this, Dallas that.
For the wrong reasons. Do not get it twisted. For the wrong reasons.
I would tell you this out of your 40 years of life. I'll give it to you. I'll let you have your one Super Bowl win back in 2017. No, I'll give it to you.
Doesn't matter. We won.
But yeah, you won. But I would tell you this. So let's go back to 2000. I'll take it back 10 years.
Oh.
So out of the 10 years, I give it to the Eagles. Out of those 10 years, from 2010 to now,
4 division titles.
Y'all have been the Cowboys. Yeah, y'all got 4 division titles. We have 3. So y'all won up on us. Y'all won the Super Bowl in 2017. The last time that we had a winning record was back in 2016 when we went 13-3. When we all know we're not going to talk about the robbery.
Was it Dak first year?
Yeah. We're not going to talk about
Dak
the robbery
first year.
when we played Green Bay.
Okay, all right. Ain't no robbery that happened in Green Bay. It is what it is.
Let's talk about this. The Philadelphia Eagles were established when? Back in 1933?
See, once again, y'all going. I don't care.
No. I'm talking about from my experience. So the Eagles, the Eagles were founded in 1933. Hold on. Let me speak because I let you speak, brother. Hold on.
All right.
Y'all were founded back in 1933. The Cowboys, 1960. So, not talking about all the football, but the Cowboys and the Eagles rivalry. Out of 124 meetings, we lead the series 70-54.
Okay. Congratulations. All right. So if you want to go back that far back before the NFL changed to Super Bowl.
No.
The Philadelphia Eagles won 3 championships.
Y'all been established.
Hold up. No.
Y'all were established in 1933.
It doesn't matter.
You had 3 Super Bowl appearances and you only won 1.
Listen, that's false. That's false. Stop. You're telling the Eagles history and you don't even know it. Anyways, listen.
You went to 4 pre-merger NFC championships before it became whatever, and you've been to 3 Super Bowls. You won 1. You won 1 recently. I give you that. But that was over 4 years ago.
Listen to this. Since you want to go back to way back in 1933, before the NFL changed NFL championship to Super Bowl wins, The Philadelphia Eagles won 3 championships. 3.
I just said that.
But wait. No. You said 3 Super Bowl appearances and all this. No. Before.
I'm talking about after the merger, bro.
So man, I'm talking about before the merger. Man, you talking about before the merger. You said you went back to 1933. So
I said
I'm just trying to tell you. So we are winners. We won 3 NFL championships, and then they changed it, then merged into a Super Bowl. Yes, we've been to 2 since then, and only won 1 because we got cheated in 2004. And then the following year, the Patriots got caught. And they've been cheating 3-4 years before. It just happened after they beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. That's when they caught their ass.
We all know that the Patriots love to cheat. So
that's what I'm saying. And we only lost by 3 points. Yes, McNabb threw up. Yes, T.O. came off of a broken ankle, and literally set the Super Bowl on fire. I understand all that. But the fact is, the Philadelphia Eagles, you want to go back so far? No. Let's look.
I'm just saying, y'all the most current.
There's no gray hair, right? And there's no gray hair. So let's keep it. The past 10 years.
Out of the NFC East, y'all are the most current champions. But I'm saying statistically,
and the most dominant
between the Cowboys and the Eagles, out of 124 games, Dallas leads the series 70-54.
What do you get out of that?
That we
better at night knowing that? Okay, well,
the last time, and you know what, bro? Like I told you, it's gonna come. We're gonna have to see. Every year, they always split a game, pretty much like they do with the Redskins. Because the last time that y'all beat us 2 games in a row was back in,
I think, the Super Bowl run, right?
Huh?
On the Super Bowl run or no?
No. I'm gonna say it was either 2014 or 2010. I can't remember.
Yeah, when he was all for the chips, when Tony Romo
y'all beat us twice. Y'all beat us twice, and then y'all could have beat us a 3rd time, but y'all ended up losing by a point.
Look, all right. Look, I hear you, bro. Look, I hear you, but I'm trying to stick to my current audience age, which is not 60 or 70. So let's not go back 30, 80 years. Let's just stick to the past 10 years. The Philadelphia Eagles, you have to admit, has been the most dominant team in the NFC East. Won more division titles.
Bro, I just said that. I'm not disagreeing with you. I said out of the past 10 years, y'all have been there 4 times.
And but then you went back 20 years. So you kind of like,
I'm just trying to get that off. The Eagles Cowboys history, man.
Like, I could care less.
That's for your younger fan base that follow you. You know what I'm saying?
They don't care. It's what have you done for me lately? Look, this is the decade of what have you done for me lately, and you have done crap lately. 0 lately. All right, your Dak Prescott, what has been to 2 playoffs and won 1? Stop. All right, it is what it is. Next question: what was your best off-season move? And don't tell me Dan Quinn.
You talking about this year?
No, 30 years ago. Yes, this year. What was your best off-season move this year?
Let's see. Me, I think our best offseason move was the linebackers that we got. I know everybody's on the hype train about Micah Parsons or whatever, but me personally,
what linebackers that y'all got?
We drafted Micah Parsons, but what I'm saying, I know a lot of Dallas fans are on the Micah Parsons. He's a good player. But me personally, I think Jabril. I can't even say his name. I think Cox is.
Jabril Cox.
Yes.
Okay. But no. Not the draft. Off-season move. Not the draft. Mark Parsons and Cox was in the draft. But before the draft, what was your best move that you did before the draft?
Well, shit. I don't know if you want to you want to call it the best move, but what they did was, and you said not Dan Quinn, but they brought over the
O'Neal.
Yeah, if you want to call that an improvement, like I said, they're gonna have to prove this up to me. I mean, other than that, they really didn't do anything in the offseason.
It didn't. It did not. See,
which is gonna come back. I told you I can be honest, and it's gonna come back to bite us in the ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest, bro.
Look, y'all picked up Dan Quinn. Wait, that was like, hey, look. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all the benefit of the doubt that Dan Quinn, that some people just can't handle more responsibility. He's probably meant to be a DC, and that's it. So he might be good. So I'm gonna give y'all that. But then y'all got two players, not one, but two players from the same sorry ass defense with both injuries, ACLs. They're both coming off Achilles heel injury and I think an ACL on both of y'all players. Y'all picked up. So I'm just saying, like, what was that? Like,
that's why I'm saying there really was no best offseason move because again, Jerry Jones, you know, that's what I'm saying. They picked up Quinn, they picked up the two dudes from there, and the one dude he went linebacker. They're gonna play him as linebacker or talking about playing him as linebacker and rushing him.
Yeah.
To me, to be honest, bro, and I know he's probably wiped out, but I'm like, go you.
See, look,
they should have went and picked up Earl Thomas or somebody as a veteran, even though he got his off the field issues or whatever, to help them out in the secondary, and that's just being honest. And that's why I say our biggest thing is defense. You know, yeah, I agree. Dan Quinn is probably better at decent, but he's going to have to prove himself this year. But we really didn't make any offseason moves, which was stupid. That's some shit that I'll never understand. You know what I'm saying? But I said, as long as Jerry Jones has his hand in the pot,
well, y'all made moves. Y'all just took in two defensive players from the Falcons and had the worst defense in NFL history and brought them to y'all team. Y'all made moves. That was great moves. On the Eagle fan, like, looking, I was like, yes, I love it. Yes.
Great moves on your part, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We love it. Look, Philly the podcast. Thank you, bro, for joining. Look, it was like at the end of the day, any DC is better than the one they had. Maybe, but I don't know because Dan Quinn was the worst, like had the worst defense than the Cowboys. So look, it's still up for grabs to see what was worse. And maybe look, he had a big hand in the pot in drafting this long defensive backs, 6'3", 6'4", Richard Sherman type guys, which is not Richard Sherman talent. You know, Earl Thomas type guys, which is not Earl Thomas talent. But hey, they long. So we'll see what happened with your long defensive backs. But hey, they long. Congratulations.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, yo, Jock Talk. I'm glad you got off the ledge after the. Hey, man, come on. Why you gonna put me back on the ledge then? I was over the Nets loss until you brought it back up. Come on, man. This is PTSD type stuff, man. You can't bring it. It's too early. It's too fresh, man. It's too fresh. Not now. Wait till after tonight, tomorrow, but not right now. Not with my live show. Man, I might I don't know what I might do right now. Come on, Jock. Dallas brought Canoe from the Falcons. Yeah, see, I mean, look. I was hoping, I'm like, Skip Bayless every day. Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman. I'm like, please, no, not none of these guys. I did not want Dallas to get anybody like Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, because y'all will automatically be better with those guys if y'all add them to y'all defense. But I'm so glad that Jerry learn from his. Like Jerry got PTSD because last year he went into the off season. He went all in with like freaking Clinton Diggs and McCoy and Hunt. Like he went all in, and they all got cut. Like midway through, he released all of them. So I'm glad that he's still suffering from that, and that's the reason why he did not pick up a Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman. Please, Jerry, just stay where you are mentally. Just continue suffering from your PTSD. Do not improve your defense. Please do not improve your defense, because if y'all defense improve, I think because of your quarterback and your offense power, like your offensive power, that y'all might be the best team. Right now is the Washington football team, all because of Fitzpatrick is an upgrade from Alex Smith and the Lynn guy that they had. I mean, if Fitzpatrick is an upgrade, I mean, I have to admit. But the fact is, y'all didn't do nothing. And thank you, Jerry and his son, for not doing anything. And do not watch Undisputed. Thank you for not watching it, because I was sweating. I was like, no, stop saying Earl Thomas. Stop saying Richard Sherman. Stop, Skip. Shut up. But they just don't watch that show, I guess.
And and that's why I said that. I don't understand. I mean, I got it. Jerry's trying to stay away from the off the field things, but that's the one missing piece, bro. If they bring Earl Thomas in there, then that's what we need.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I have to agree.
Hopefully, Jerry come to his senses and
no. He got dementia. No. No. Hey, Philly, the podcast. East happened. Hey, the Nets had mad injuries. I saw us lose. I saw us 70 games. I ain't tripping. Look, after what I saw last night, KD stepping up, playing 53 minutes. Look, I play pickup basketball. After 30 minutes, I'm done. I'm like, all right. You know what? Next. Like, I'm done. This dude played NBA level caliber game 53 minutes. And then 48 hours before that, 43 minutes. And then 48 hours before that, 48 minutes. I'm not mad at all. I'm proud of my Brooklyn Nets, and we will be back next year. This reminds me of the Miami Heat, the Big Three, once they got together, and they didn't win it the first year, but they came back and won it the second year. So I feel like that everybody that's bashing KD, y'all need to go watch the games. Go back and watch the game. Joe Harris. I tweeted this out. Joe Harris deserved to be in the gym today, all the way through the offseason until the season starts, and he needs to be shooting threes. He was wide open, missing stupid goddamn threes, wide open. If we had to get that three, it was tied, 111 apiece. A three would give us what? 114. Milton went down, scored 2 points, 113, and we was forced to foul. So calm down, JC, okay? All right, so it is what it is. We'll be back next year. Sixers fans out there, y'all my second favorite team, and I'll be watching tonight. I cannot take two heartbreaks and back-to-back nights. Please don't break my heart, but it is what it is. Let's continue. All right, man. Man, this got me going. But yeah, so all right, overall, man, hey, we about to wrap this up in a few. So overall, I appreciate you coming on this live. I appreciate that the fact that, hey, when push comes to shove, just like this year, it's going to be Eagles versus Cowboys. Look, Eagles versus Cowboys. See, you see that right there? The Washington, the Washington no names ain't going to show up. The Washington fumble team, butt fumble, fumble just tripping on their own damn feet, the Giants. They ain't going to show up. It is what it is. But at the end, you could count the two best teams in the division will be Eagles versus Cowboys. And this stream happened to only be Eagles versus Cowboys. So I appreciate you coming on the stream, man. And any last words that you have to say?
Yeah, just make sure you have my bottle ready at the end of the season.
For what? For what?
When we take the NFC East.
Wait, when did we bet that?
Come on, bro. You forgot to bet already?
I mean,
you tell me, if it
was last year when he was,
no.
I was drinking.
No, we said this last month. We bet that because you said it's when we both talked about. You said your team was going to go 11-6 or 11-6, and I said the Cowboys were going to go 11-6. But remember we talked about. We said it was going to come down to that second game.
So if no team go 11-6,
So if the Cowboys don't win the NFC East, I owe you a 12-pack or a 24-pack. If the Cowboys win the NFC East, then you owe me a bottle of Crown.
All right, look, John, have his baby. wait. Yo, he was like, have his baby bottle ready when he will be crying. And that's Cowboys, man. Yo, I will have your pacifier, your little baby bottle ready for you. Hey, when y'all lose, all right, the last game is Eagles Cowboys, and I can't wait. Yo, I'm trying to get tickets. Yo, I will be in a parking lot. Man, I don't care how cold it is. I'm just trying to be there because I really, really, really feel like that the Eagles are going to shock a lot of teams. Why? I don't know if you actually stalk the Eagles, which you probably kind of do, but the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, they have no game plan. It's week to week. So it's going to be hard. So, I mean, this reminds me of Bill Belichick. That's why I don't draft. Like, I don't pick up fancy players from the Patriots. They're so unpredictable. Like 1 week, like, oh my God, yo, this guy got 4 touchdowns. You put a waiver wire in for him. Next week, he's on the bench. No. I learned not to pick players from the Patriots. So just based on the news conference and the press conference and stuff like that, the head coach, the offensive coordinator, the defense coordinator, they're all preaching the same thing. We had no scheme. It's going to be game by game, which is I love it because it's hard to plan for a team that, oh wow, they like to run zone. They like to run man. And when they come on, it's nothing like what you plan. So I love what I'm hearing so far. I can't wait for the season to start. And I really believe, and that's why I see the Eagles are winning at least 10 to 11 games because it's hard to plan for the unknown. The unknown factor is the worst thing to play for because every other team, you could go back to last year and pull up tape and say, okay, they like to do this. They like to do that. But for the Philadelphia Eagles, good luck. There's no tape. There's no tape on the Philadelphia Eagles. So why do you feel so confident that your team will win 11 games? Because y'all about to start the season with an L to the Bucks off the bat. You're about to get your head busted in off the bat.
So you say, brother.
Why do you feel so confident that your team will be 11-6?
Because statistically, we went 6-10 last year, 8-8 the year before. Was it 10-6, 9-7, and 13? It's like I said, it can only get better. So, being a true Cowboys fan, you know, we have a couple down seasons where we go 8. Well, majority of the time we go 8-8 and this and that. But I see us winning 11 games, 10 minimal. If we don't win 10 games, then I mean we have to. Like I said, I think, like I said, Washington has a good defense. Giants, I'm not worried about, but yeah, NFC East is going to come down between the Eagles and the Cowboys.
All right, hey, look. Hey, with that being said, hey, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let your boy know how good he did, how bad he did. It is what it is. I'm an Eagles fan. We could take all the negativity. It doesn't matter because we will rise above it. So until next time, this is your boy JC from JC Eagles Talk. Peace.